Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news. Here we have Pure Wrestling Association champ Eddie Osbourne in the studio right now. Thank you. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm looking forward to being on your show today.
We're totally pumped for having you by today, and we're hoping you made it in safely and soundly.
Yeah, man. I'm staying at Elian's place right now, and he didn't hit me with the Cuban Missile Crisis or anything. He's got that whole broken ankle, so I was able to get out of there no problem.
Nice. It's been so long since we've seen him. Yeah. But nonetheless, check us out on TSP on CKMS. Shoot us some questions, some whatnot. Maybe we can get to you. And also at PWA Eddie O, right?
Yeah.
On Twitter. And he'll be able to take some stuff there if maybe we have some time for that. And PWA Canada, Twitter and Facebook, where there's tons of content there. There's tons of great stuff. You can see Skullmaster photography and stuff there. Camera guy, he has great shots, and you can see the real emotion of what happens during events.
He's been getting better and better shots every month. So he's really showing like the emotion on the wrestlers' faces, which is pretty awesome. And then you see the fans' faces in the background, and you see what they're going through, and the pictures are just awesome.
Oh, yeah. I think that we should end up maybe seeing if we should put him in some sort of a match between maybe myself and Skullmaster. I'm not a very good photographer. He would totally own me. But, yeah, he is... hopefully the camera guy nickname can stick. And Skullmaster Camera Guy can be his thing. But, yeah, check him out. It's at Skullmaster Photography, Facebook and Twitter.
Yes.
Give him a like, give him a share. And on www.canadianprowrestling.com, you can see PWA Wrestling, Rogers TV. There's a link on there. And there's also some links as well to the Shaw TV links as well. And you can catch up on all the latest events and what's going on in the PWA. And that includes, for Rogers, that includes Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, Guelph, Brantford, and Stratford are all a part of PWA's brand of professional wrestling, due in part of Rogers TV, Channel 20, and Buzz Media Productions. And obviously the Shaw out west, which is great. I'd love to be able to see the stuff that happens out west.
You just go on the PWA Canada YouTube channel, and it's all uploaded. We'll have a new episode every 2 weeks for the first 6 weeks, and then it'll be weekly after that.
Right.
So it's going really good out there, and new episodes are going to keep coming and coming and coming.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely good to be a part of all that, to be able to see the mix out there. It helps on our end. It'll be able to help us call stuff out from what happens out west as well. So that's really cool. And you also said Fight Network is going to be a deal.
Well, we're talking with Fight TV app, and it looks like we might have something together pretty soon here, and then people can download us on their phone every week if they want. So that'll be pretty awesome too.
That will be absolutely freaking awesome.
Advancing and exciting times for the PWA, not only for the wrestlers but for the audience as well.
Definitely.
But we will play. We're going to play Eddie Osbourne's entrance song now. I love hearing this once a month at the Alpine Club. So we're going to ask you to crank this up, please, and basically enjoy it. Do not touch that dial. We're going to be right back with Pure Wrestling champion Eddie Osbourne right here on the Underground Sound Project. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, welcome back to the region's #1 best wrestling podcast, Through the Ropes, where we broadcast to you weekly, live out of the old Bimmer Box building in the heart of Kitchener-Waterloo. Weekly, live, Thursdays 4 to 6, Mondays 2 to 4. And we have, this week, a very special guest, Pure Wrestling Association champion Eddie Osbourne in the studio. And we just played his theme song, which was by Danny O, which is a Toronto hip-hop legend. And he did his theme song years back. And I love hearing that at the Alpine Club, cranked up loud. So hopefully everyone was cranking that out loud in their car stereos or at home. And we were discussing, you could check out the Rogers TV content on their www.canadianprowrestling.com and PWA Canada on Twitter and Facebook, and PWA Eddie O as well. So let's get off. Let's start off here.
Let's go.
Over the years, we saw Eddie Osbourne. He's been in the ring with several of the world's best, including Samoa Joe, Ty Dillinger, the Highlanders, Steve Corino, Rhino, Tommy Dreamer, Blue Meanie, Kamala, Shark Boy, to name a few. Mike Bescher, who has wrestled over 15 years as Eddie Osbourne, learned at the Hart Brothers School of Wrestling just in the city next to us in Cambridge, Ontario. Mike was trained by Sid Summers, who we saw return to the Alpine Club last month, and that was huge. And we saw, and as well, Juan Ortiz, we haven't seen him in a while. And other trainers that gave Mike several lessons include Carl LeDuc and Johnny Canine, legend. While other legends like Smith Hart and Waldo Von Erich would come in from time to time. Over the years, Bescher had some notable feuds. Sid Summers, Juan Ortiz, Carl LeDuc, Johnny Canine, Smith Hart, Sean Spears, Michael Von Payton, Michael Elgin, Reggie Marley, TSP on CKMS alumni, and Eazy-E, who hopefully will get some by soon. And some of those guys you can see in the PWA still to this day. He was born in Vancouver, British Columbia, where in beautiful Campbell River. And I Googled some pictures of it, and it looks fantastic out there.
Oh, it's amazing, man. I'm very happy to be back there after all these years living in Ontario. So it's nice to go home.
Well, I would love to someday go out there and see all the wrestling out there and just the views. Just imagine wrestling. Do you guys like ever wrestle outside or?
Yeah, there's some outside venues at the fairs and whatnot, but my favorite venue has to be for Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling in Nanaimo, BC.
Right.
Because it's right where the bay's coming in, the ferries are moving, there's boats, there's activity. It's just
right.
It's a great place. So that's my favorite place to wrestle right now is in Nanaimo for VIPW.
And like hopefully someday, like I said, I'd love to go out there and see all that. And he's staying with Elian right now.
My trainers were Sid Summers and Juan Ortiz. They taught me everything. They really put stuff into me, and I can never credit them enough because of how much they worked with me. And then having guys like Carl LeDuc come in when they weren't available or they were on a trip or they were wrestling, and then he came and installed more knowledge into me, and then K9 beat the living hell out of us and put fear in us. So
wow.
We worked real hard when he was around, so I always give those four credit. And then just the group of guys we had with us was amazing. Spears, or Ty Dillinger as you guys call him now, fantastic guy. He's doing good things all the time. But and then like 21st Century Fox, Elian Habanero, Jesse Jones. There's so many good guys, and I think that's what happens in wrestling schools. You get a good group, and everybody does really well with it. So
of course.
I always shout out to all those guys who helped me train and give me knowledge. Reggie and Ruffy took me under their wing. And
all that helped you win tons of titles.
Hey man, sometimes you got a pencil and it helps yourself win some of them.
Right.
But in other promotions, I've done well as well, so it's pretty nice achieving that out there.
Some of them we've seen the NWA CWF Tag Team titles, OSPWA New York title, MEW Canadian title, and multiple titles within the Pure Wrestling Association.
A pencil helps.
Yeah. And as well as not only that, we've seen the HVW, High Voltage Wrestling Heavyweight title. So lots of titles.
Yeah, I think my favorite one recently was the Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling Championship.
Right.
I moved back to Vancouver Island, and to get to work with these guys and then become the champion was pretty cool. Something I didn't really want at first. I just wanted to get in there and have good matches for them and prove myself as a really good wrestler. And then when I got it, it was great, and I just wanted to make sure that when I lost it, it'd be worth more to the next guy. So I had some great feuds with guys like Bishop and Crofton, so that was a really special title for me, and I can't wait to see how it keeps evolving with Crofton as their new champion.
Oh, yeah. For the upcoming, though, for the next little bit, for the upcoming event that you got happening.
It's going to be a little warmer than over here in KW.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. We're seeing Pure Wrestling Association come from the Great White North going down to the beautiful Trinidad and Tobago.
It's pretty special.
And they're absolutely. Earlier we played a little clip, the news clip of what happened. The news anchor, basically, it was the coolest plug I've ever seen. PWA being mentioned on a huge news station like that. So cool to be able to see, and as well as the arena they're performing in it looks absolutely fantastic.
It's beautiful. It's gonna be real big. We want to pack it up.
Yes.
And big shout out to Rocky, or Venom, one half of the former PWA tag team champions. Him and Ibrahim have been working so hard to get us on news coverage, papers,
right.
TV, radio. I went down there for about 5 days, and every day we were doing something very productive for the show, and he's kept it up. And we did training down there, which was a blast.
Right.
Throwing drop kicks with palm trees in the back.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that. That was really cool.
But yeah, so we're going to Trinidad and Tobago, which is amazing.
Very exciting.
That's very, very, very far. And that's on March 31st. And we'll be able to see many of people from here, as well as, are we going to see some people also local in Trinidad and Tobago wrestle as well?
Yeah, the local wrestlers will be in the Rumble, the over-the-top Rumble, and the
cool.
winner gets the shot at the Pure Wrestling Champion, which should be me. But and we also have Venom will be wrestling on the card.
Nice.
But it's really cool because we have the Ontario wrestlers from PWA facing a lot of the British Columbia wrestlers from PWA.
Right.
So it's like a interpromotional or big bash down in Trinidad.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool.
It's pretty amazing.
That's pretty sweet. And as we said, the arena is great, and you can get in there for, I'm not sure how their dollar is different to ours. It's
about 5 to 1.
Okay.
So when it says 150 TT, it's not an outrageous price. It's about $30.
Sure. Okay. And that's for ringside, and that's pretty good.
Definitely, especially with 2,500 people in that arena, you want to be close.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping for. That's what they're working for, and that's what I want to defend my title.
I think a lot of people will be amazed, and especially with the interest of the idea of we're getting some pro wrestlers from up in Canada coming down. It must be,
Great shout out, it's going to be a world title now too, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting to be given that opportunity to go down there and work with them and bring them something back from the past, because they have local wrestling, but back in the day they had the Cologne and the Butcher and all these guys coming in there, and they had Flair down there. So to be part of bringing back the history of pro wrestling is pretty amazing too.
Oh yeah, and I'm very excited to see some of the matches that they're going to be on that card for that night. We're going to see the Pure Violence Championship, Joey Allen versus Scott Steele.
Yep.
That'll be cool to see, bringing that down there. And Venom versus Lenny Lilac.
It's David versus Goliath.
Oh yeah. We're going to see Eazy-E go against Nolan James.
That one's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most, because I taught Eric about 10 years ago.
Right.
And I'm teaching Nolan now.
Cool.
Nolan's got about a year in. So just to see how they go at it is going to be amazing.
Sure. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to see Rhea Von Slasher go against Beautiful Bia for some elite women's action.
Definitely. It's going to be a great match.
The women's division down there as well. And we're going to see you defend the Pure Wrestling Championship against Nathan Legacy.
He is a high flyer. He can do almost anything. So to be able to wrestle him in Trinidad and see how high he can fly that night is going to be great. He's a student of mine. He's probably the most naturally gifted student I've ever had. He's taken everything really, really, really quickly. And I'm just hoping we have our best match on that day.
Wow. That's going to be so exciting. I'm hoping there's going to be people live streaming on Facebook as well during that. I'd love to tune in wherever I'm at just to see history take place in Trinidad and Tobago. A brand new promotion.
A big shout out to Reggie Marley, though. He helped I'm sure on the program told you a little bit about this. I think we were just talking about it then.
Yeah, it was
Right, yeah.
And he's really put his nose to the grindstone and helped
Wow.
make this work and got me in so I could finish it up, sign the papers, and make it happen.
So huge props to TUSP on CKMS alumni, big ticket Reggie Marley for coming through for everyone. And you can check out that interview on soundfm.ca. I've had a few months ago. But there's also some more events after the Trinidad and Tobago. There's an event in Parksville, British Columbia on the 15th.
Of April?
Of April. On the 16th, Lake
Cowichan.
Yeah, there we go.
28th, my hometown, Campbell River, British
that'll be
Columbia.
cool. That'll
Another
be cool.
Shaw TV. And then on the 29th, we're in Courtney. That'll be great. That's where Judas Icarus is from. And then on the 30th, we're going to Nolan James's hometown of Sayward. So
Wow.
we're really hitting a lot of home bases for a lot of
Cool.
people and trying to rock and roll in BC in April.
There'll be some good turnouts for those. And then we're going to come back to this side of the country on May 12th, Red Chevron, Guelph, Ontario, as well as the 13th,
Good old Alpine Club.
Alpine Club. Get to get some pretzels. And then May 20th, they're going to Cambridge. And then, unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, we'll be at a Jays game. But on July 1st, Canada Day, in Cambridge and Campbell River, there are going to be
The big 150 years of Canada.
Hopefully
So
we can get
that's going to be a great day.
And then, Pro Wrestling Academy. You can learn how to wrestle only for $100 a month, regular class. And the Pro Wrestling Academy is focused on creating a culture of pro wrestling on Vancouver Island. Students will learn the basics of the ring before transitioning to live matches. And it's really cool. It must be really cool to be able to teach wrestling.
Oh, it's amazing. I did it here in Ontario, like I was saying. The top two guys that you guys will know of because they still wrestle for us would be Joey Allen and Eazy-E.
Right.
But then out in the West Coast, right now we got Nathan Legacy, we got Haviko, Judas Icarus, Nathan Legacy, and they're all like doing a great job and getting booked more and more and more. We got 3 of them on the trip to Trinidad, so it's
Right.
special to see all the guys just getting better and better. And now Eazy-E is training people in St. Catharines. So it just the stuff that Sid Summers and Juan taught to me and Carl taught to me, I taught to him.
Right.
It just keeps getting passed
Nice.
down and hopefully improving as time goes on.
Right. That's pretty neat.
generational
Yeah.
domino effect. That's cool.
It is.
We can definitely say the PWA has a lot in the next few months.
We're working hard, and
yeah.
everyone gives me credit because I'm the owner. I run the ship. But without guys like Eric Carney, Reggie Marley, Lenny Lilac, Jeff Black a lot in the day, I'm not even too far past, and then like Nolan's always helping out. Everybody's helping out. Cody Washington, he runs me a ring every time.
Right.
There's so many people that make this successful. It's not one guy. It can never be one guy. So when I talk about PWA, it's always we. Guys like yourselves, you're putting us out there on another platform to reach more people. Rogers, Shaw, everything we're doing is trying to reach more people, and everyone's helping us. And for
Right.
that, I got to thank everybody.
Well, it's great to be a part of the whole machine and to be able to be, I think, one of the best promotions in Canada is the PWA, and everyone's lucky to be able to have. I don't think everyone knows how lucky we are to be able to have this kind of
Entertainment
in our own backyard. And I think everyone just jumping on that ship. Gotta jump on that ship. I want to drink that Kool-Aid. So,
We're always stirring another pot. We're always stirring another pot.
Nice. So we're going to have a real quick, introduce yourself for us before we get into some questions.
Okay, well, I wrestle as Eddie Osbourne. I'm 300 pounds. I'm 5'11". I'm from Campbell River, British Columbia. I'm the current reigning, defending pure wrestling champion, and I help run the ship.
The huge ship. And so we're gonna have a quick little break in a couple of minutes first, but I do want to ask real quick, this past Saturday's match.
Man, I think there's a lot of sad people in Kitchener. And that makes me upset because why do they want me to lose so bad? I'm wrestling Super Kamikaze. I know he's a great high flyer. I know he reminds people of Rey Mysterio Jr. I know he kicks damn hard.
Oh, yeah.
I know he flies smoother than anybody other than maybe Legacy. Those two in a match would be great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But he didn't win the belt and everyone booed. And I don't understand why.
Well, I saw Old School pat him down. I saw him clear him at the beginning of the match. Then somehow, towards the end of the match,
controversial.
I got my
Old
hand raised. I
School
thought
maybe
it was
didn't
great.
see it.
I don't know. He's
Old School. Do we blame Old School?
Super Kamikaze was caught red-handed with the international foreign object in his hand.
Super Kamikaze? How could he?
I know.
We need to figure out what happened. We got to get to the bottom of
outside
this.
interference by someone in the ring.
I don't know what we're talking about.
We gotta get to the bottom of this. Maybe hopefully Super Kamikaze will explain himself about what happened this past Saturday when everyone was counting on him to bring the Pure Wrestling Championship possibly to stay in this neck of the woods. Maybe go to Trinidad and Tobago, but no, his dreams were ruined.
He had
Eddie
some choice
Osbourne.
words for me. So
yeah,
well, we'll keep him off air. But
oh wow,
he was an
family
angry
friendly
Super Kamikaze.
Wow. Yeah, definitely that weapon he had on them though. It looked like it was a thick. So it looked like it. I don't know what it was. It was a hunk of metal. It looked like it would have hurt. Are you okay? Did you get any serious injuries from that?
No, I managed to roll on in here no problem. So we're doing good.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that you're safe and sound from that.
So does that make it 26 defenses now?
You have to check the website for that, but around that area,
it's up there. Nice.
It's been nice being able to come back to Ontario because everyone in Ontario is in an uproar that the Pure Wrestling Championship left Ontario and went to BC with a little help from Mr. Corey Spade. And so before I started coming back here, we were getting messages every week from fans and then even some of the wrestlers, when's the belt coming back, man? When's the belt coming back, man? So now that I'm here, they got a couple chances at it. We'll see what happens.
Well, we'll definitely see what happens. You can stay tuned to PWA Canada, Facebook, and Twitter. We're going to have just a quick little break here before we get into the nitty-gritty questions. We can give ourselves a second to breathe, and we'll be right back right here on 100.3, soon to be 102.7 FM. This is DJ JD.
The Pepe.
DJ Mosey.
And
Eddie O.
right here in the studio. Do not touch the dial. We'll be right back.